Good fade back there. Okay, nice. Oh, okay. I thought I was gonna be off stage.
No.
Yeah, not like this. The lasers.
Yeah, I meant to
That's all good.
land on stage with that and just combo it into down smash, because that with rage I think that probably would have killed.
Across the entire stage?
No, because I was facing towards the blast zone at ledge there. So I was
Okay.
I was trying to land with the nair at the very end of stage and convert it into a down smash.
Okay, I see. Yeah, all right, we'll keep going. I think one thing is still kind of happening a little bit, and this is just where advantage state, if you're going to try and push your advantage state or keep your advantage state, is trying to go for more reads. And when you actually, well, let me phrase this, I guess, a little bit better. It's going for reads, but going for reads based on something rather than saying, I feel like you're going to roll here or I feel like you're going to jump. You should be paying attention to every single game that we're playing and saying, in the past, last time the situation happened, this is what you did. So I'm going to try and cover you for doing what you did last time. That's a true read, right? Because there's a read that's based on, like, I think I've talked about this in the past, maybe not with you though. There's reads that are based on what the average population of Smash players would do, and there's reads based on what this person's doing right now, right? So if you see, like, let's say every time you hit me with something, I air dodge in to try and cross you up. The average player probably wouldn't do that, but let's just say that you're seeing that I'm doing that. So you have to adjust your game to say, okay, I'm going to go for a dash attack. Then instead of going for an F smash this way, I'm going to go for an F smash this way, because I know you're going to air dodge behind me, and when you land in front of me, you're going to get hit. Or you're going to dash towards me, or let's say you hit me with a dash attack, you turn around and go for a grab, right? And I'll admit, better players will obviously mix up how they get out of things, so it's not super black and white all the time, but you should still try and pay attention to, okay, at low percents, is this person trying to reverse me to get a combo started, or are they trying to go for, let's say, just jumping away and repositioning so they can get an edge guard, or something that's maybe a little bit safer than just trying to get like a down air on top of you or an air on top of you. So I'll say at low percent, just like as a spoiler for my own play style, I guess, at low percent, if you're comboing me, and I see that you're going to go for something that is not true, if I'm anywhere near a platform, I'm going to try and go for a nair drag down to try and reverse you and get an air drag down into either an up tilt or into a grab, right? 95% of the time. So if I go like this, let's say, to try and get an air drag down into a grab or whatever, if you see that I'm going to come down like this, you can go for shield, right? And then go for grab, nair, whatever you want. So before I even get a chance to go for my grab, I'm being punished for my nair out of hit stun, right? Or as soon as I nair, let's say if I go for nair into up tilt and I miss right in front of you, that's an F smash, right? If you want. So really try and pay attention to what I'm going to do. And this is also going to change at different percents. This is kind of playing a little bit onto player emotion, or play as far as the players are going to be panicking, or if they're going to be playing super confidently, if they're trying to make a comeback, if they're trying to cheese you. It doesn't really matter. I guess it matters a little bit what the player's like skill level is, but as far as at different percents, if I'm at very, very high percent, I'm not going to try and just reverse you out of nowhere unless I can somehow win the game, right? If I'm at like 130, 140, 150%, I'm not going to try and land on you at all, because you can down smash, up smash, dash attack, up throw, and I'm just going to die, right? So if you know that, you should be expecting either a jump away or an air dodge away in most cases, or even just a drift away, right? But at low percents, I'm going to be playing with a lot more aggression, because if I get hit, I'm going to get comboed, but I'm not going to die, right? So really try and take that into consideration. I'm not sure if that's something you've ever really done as far as what percent I'm at and what I care about. Maybe that's something like, I'm sure that you've done it for yourself. Like if you're at very high percent, you don't play like, I don't know, completely reckless, right? Or you shouldn't be playing completely reckless, right? But the opponent is thinking the same thing too. If I'm at 150%, I'm not going to just run in and start going for grabs. And I'll say this all the time to other players too. If you're at like 150, 160%, and you're trying to get a grab to, like, let's say get some sort of combo, it's like, well, if you get the combo, you might put on 30 or 40, but if you miss this grab, you're going to die. So is that worth going for? Not really, unless somehow you just have the read of a lifetime and you know you can do it, and it's a combo that's not affected by rage somehow, right?
Yeah.
A lot of things to take into consideration for sure. But yeah, these are things that are going across both of our minds at the same time, all the time. I would say. right?
Yeah, I feel like percents and situations are the things that I struggle with the most with making reads on people specifically, because I try to keep in mind that, like, some of the things specifically that people do, like, oh, like, what are the last ledge options that they've done, and what are, like, oh, they failed this ledge option specifically, they're probably not going to go for it again, let's try and specifically cover something else, is like a good example. But I think the thing that messes me up the most on reads is just the fact that, yeah, people play differently when you're at a different stage in a stock,
Yeah.
and you have to take that into account. You have to take into account how people typically play in order to make general reads off of that, as well as just, keeping in mind of things. And I think what you're talking about, like, if I'm going to overextend, to do it off of a read rather than having it be rather than having it be like a default state for aggression.
Yeah.
And knowing when opponents will have a thing. And heck, even if in situations where, oh, I thought that was true, I guess I didn't land that correctly. Oh, good to know, they're probably going to go for that again.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say too, as far as, like, let's say the ledge option thing you brought up, if I know for a fact, and this is just like paying attention to a different, to your opponent's character as well. If I know for a fact that you have a throw that can kill me, right? Whether or not it's Pikachu's up throw at 150, or somebody else, like let's say it's Pit or Richter, or someone who can kill me with a forward throw, or Greninja or something like that. If I know you can kill me, and let's say I'm at 140, 150%, very strong chance I'm not going to just get up and shield. I feel like that's the freest thing in the world, because if you know I'm scared, the average player would shield right there. So if you just run up and go for a grab and up throw and I just die, it's like, all right, like, why would I do that? So if you know that the average person would do that, and you're playing a more experienced player, you shouldn't think that it's going to be so free that you can just go get a grab and kill me. You should be trying to cover either roll or jump. Those are probably the two things I'm probably going to try and go for. Because if you happen to go for a dash grab, if I jump, I can get past that. If I roll, I can get on stage for free. I'd rather not go for a get up attack right here, because let's say, for example, if you're, let's say, one step ahead and you know that I know that your throw could kill me, if I go for a get up attack, it'll stuff out your throw. But if you go for an F smash, you'll destroy my get up attack. Right?
Yeah. Or heck, even if I just dash back or shield.
Yep. So if I go for either of those things, let's say neutral get up into shield, I'm gonna die to an up throw, which is like, it's a scrubby thing for me to die to, right? If you kill me from that, that's not your bad, that's my bad. I should know better than to do that against a character that has a kill throw at the ledge at that high of a percent. It should be not that free, right? And same thing with get up attack, I'm asking to get F smashed, right? If I jump like this, I might jump back to try and get some mobility, right? Or I might try and roll, or I might try to go like this to get over top of you and hit you if you happen to try and jump. If I go like this, and let's say you go for an F smash, we both miss each other, right? If I have to re-grab the ledge, then that's going to be a nightmare for me. If I have to roll to get past you, I'm going to wait for a little bit as well. I'm typically going to place my bets that you're going to try and cover something, and then go for a hard read like this. Right? If you're dashing back and going for an F smash or whatever it is, you run up to here, then you go back here and go for an up smash. If I wait on the ledge and react to that, and give you a chance to show your hand, then I can choose an option that is not going to get me killed, hopefully.
Yeah.
Right? So there's a lot of layers to even, I guess, the emotional state of a fighter, too. But the better players will play more patiently. They'll stay on the ledge. They won't pick the same option all the time. Sometimes, and this is where it gets super frustrating for a lot of players, is sometimes the scrub option is the good option. Like I said before, although it would be very stupid of me to believe that you're not going to just run up and grab, so I shouldn't just go up and get up and shield. Sometimes that's the smart thing to do, because since you're going almost too big brain, you do dash back and up smash, or you do jump and go for a fair. And me getting up and shielding, it's like, okay, that was just lucky, realistically. I feel like that would be more attributed to luck. Better players, like top players or even high-level players versus high-level players, are not going to just, I don't know, go for the scrub option too often, because I feel like the better players are going to call that out. Or if I try and get up into the corner and I do shield, you're not going to just dash attack my shield and then get reversed. You're going to stay in front of me and throw out safe pokes to either reset the ledge trap or try and kill me based on how I get out of the corner, or try to get out of the corner.